Yo, people, what you telling me back again for another Red Talk? Flawless, what you telling me, bro?
Yeah, I'm blessed, friends. What you telling me? You good and everything, yeah?
Yeah. All good, man. Big up
Love
the
that,
chat
fam.
as well. You know what
Shouts to
I'm
the chat
saying?
every time. Active.
Obviously, Ipswich on the horizon, lad. Do you know what I'm saying? Usually that would be a game that man can pretty much just, do you know what I'm saying? You would just expect 3 points, but the way United are playing at the moment, blood, you can't take points for granted, fam.
Nah, it's going to be a battle. Do I think we win the game? Yes. Is it going to be pretty? Absolutely not. Ugly. It's going to be ugly.
Trust me.
Oh, that's what we need to do. We need to just get the win at this point. Our performance would be nice, but we just got, because Ipswich are going to be up for it. They're going to give us a game. I watched them against Spurs. Even though they lost the game 4-1, it wasn't a 4-1 game. Like
Yeah,
Spurs
my
were
brother said the same thing as well.
what do you say? Yes. Like Spurs were just clinical. You know what I'm saying? Super clinical. Son had their fullback on toast over that side. And you've seen the difference in quality in the forward areas between the two sides. But Ipswich are going to be up for this. They gave us a game in Amram's first game. They'll still have hopes of survival. So yeah, it's like as much as it's a win for us, it's a must win for them type of thing. But yeah, it's going to be ugly. This manager going to continue to play these foolish lineups, so we're going to struggle. Hopefully he surprises us. I'm hoping for a surprise. It was good to see Cheeto for 20, 30 minutes in the Everton game. Hopefully we get to see him for longer because he did all right when he got on.
I think he did all right, yeah, but the bar's on the floor. I'll be honest. Do you know what I'm saying?
Hey, we got to try and move the bar, even if it's a little. If we can go from a 0 to a 2, hey, go to a 2. Be better than Hoyland.
Yeah. No, I hear it.
It's where we're at.
Do you know what I mean? It's a sorry situation when we're applauding, like, or trying to make, I don't know, trying to make better of, like, the cameo from Cheeto, which was
okay,
bang average at best. Do you know what I'm saying? And we're looking for positives because we're at an all-time low at the moment, bro.
That's it, fam. You mentioned it there. It was bang average. And guess what? If the rest of our team was performing bang average, I'd be much less critical. Because if we was bang average, we had 9 more points, we'd be 10th. I don't think that's a lot to ask. If this manager had performed just a little bit better, would I be happy about being 10th? No, but I go, all right, cool. You've come in, it's improved, steadied the ship. We've got better results. Let's get through to the end of the season. But you've took us from awful to diabolical. And this is now where we're in times of desperation. Yeah. Like, that's where we're at. We're in times of desperation where I'm saying play Cheeto. Like, run it. What do you have to lose at this point? He goes out there and performs terrible. He goes 00-16-2. All right. What difference does it make?
At least from awful to diabolical is probably the most accurate description that I've heard so far, of what this coach has done, bro. And the thing is, like I was saying earlier, a lot of these morons, have something to say about my analysis of the coach, but none of them are actually challenging my opinion. You know them ones. Like man literally clearly highlighted, that this manager is failing with these players. Like the mark of a decent coach, is getting the best out of the players he's got. That's a decent coach. The very, very best coaches, can get more out of the players than what you would believe would be possible for players of that caliber. Hence why you get a Nottingham Forest in the top 4 race, and you get Bournemouth performing at the level they're performing at. Yeah. This is what it is. These are managers getting these players to exceed expectations. And what that may mean is that on a week-to-week basis, the average coach, the average team, the majority of their players are probably going to be about at 70%, because the players are never at 100%, because these guys are playing tired. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they're playing tired. They're playing 3 games in a week sometimes. They're never going to be 100%, bro. Like, the only time you really see players at 100 is maybe if they have a full week off, or a full 2 weeks off if there's an international break and they don't go away. Do you know what I'm saying?
The freshness.
Yeah, but players are always playing in a deficit. And that's why even when you see teams, that play once a week compared to teams that are in multiple competitions, you can see the difference in freshness when they play each other. You can always see it. So as a coach, you might only be getting your players at 70% the majority of the weeks, The best coaches can get 80s and 90% of their players every week, and that's how Leicester won the Premier League. It's because it's not because they had the best team in the league. It's because the coach was able to get 90% out of his players every single week, bro, rather than up in 70 and 75.
Yeah, you had two world-class players and then built the rest of the system around the rest of him. In Mahrez and Kante, you had two phenomenal talents. He was like, all right, let's play to their strengths, which he did, and then built around that with the likes of Vardy, with the likes of Wes Morgan, I believe it was Hoof, etc. And the Asian winger, I forgot his name, and players like that. Like, that's what he did. Like, I remember
they had all Brighton in it,
all Brighton, and then there was what was his name? I know the chat's going crazy right now, but they had a winger that played, and I forgot his name. It's completely eluded.
Okazaki.
That's it, Okazaki. Yeah. I just didn't want to butcher his name. Him and players like that, and Danny Drinkwater,
Danny Simpson as well, isn't it?
Yeah, Danny Simpson got he got a winner's medal.
What's the captain? Was it Wes Morgan?
Wes Morgan, yeah. And who like he utilized that. Okay, how can I get the best out of Mahrez and Kante? And that's what it is. Systems. I remember I seen it. It was a few weeks back, and it was a clip. Peter Crouch talking on a podcast about Pulis and being at Stoke and how Pulis kept their feet on the ground, and he told them when they were playing well and winning games, don't get it misunderstood. You lot are bang average players.
Yeah, you're overperforming. Yeah.
And it's like that's where I'm at. I'm not asking, and this is crazy because this is crazy. I like Amorim. Amorim's talented. I'm not hammering him out, but I've had people ask me or people either tell me or ask me that I'm hammering him out because I'm being critical of the manager.
Yeah, because you're questioning him. So as soon as you question him, you hate him.
What can I and then I'll turn around and go, I am not hammering him out. I am saying he should be doing better. The reason why I'm so critical of him is because I rate him and think you should be doing better. If I don't rate you, guess what? I'm going to be less critical of you. That's why a lot of these players I'm not really too critical of unless I'm asked, because I don't rate you. I don't think your ceiling's very high. I don't think you're of a good level. Whereas this manager's done things previously where I've gone, all right, I've watched you drop two of our quote-unquote star players before a Manchester derby and go on and win the game. I expected you to carry on in that vein in terms of dropping players, even though the results weren't good after that. It was still such a good moment. It was such a, all right, cool, nobody's safe here. And now it seems we've gone back to type where players are safe. And it's very strange hills you want to die on, considering they're not players you signed. I'd be more understanding if players you brought in and you wanted it to work because you spent money. Højlund is not your signing. That's not your responsibility. So therefore, if you drop him, we wouldn't look at you and go, well, you've spent X amount on this player and now you're not using him. That's not an issue. Only player that's like that is Dogu. He's the only one who's actually, in a short amount of time, shown positive impact. You've seen it.
Yeah.
And that's just being decent. But because we're so far gone, we need to get to decent. It's steps to success.
Yeah.
Get us back to decent, then competent, then good, then great, etc., etc. So that's where I stand with it. But yeah, it's crazy how you're critical and I hear people say, oh, you him out. No. I'm just saying do better. Hold him accountable. But
the one thing I would say though, like the biggest issue for me with this manager, is his player profiling. Because as much as you're saying about Rasmus Højlund's not his signing, this manager, when he first came in, he played a front three of Rashford, Garnacho, and Højlund, bro. The exact same front three that Ten Hag was spamming for ages, bro.
Yeah.
So what was he trying to achieve, bro? And when you look at his player profiling, he never really tried to play 10s in the 10 or play 4 midfielders. He hasn't really tried to do that. At his previous club, he had 2 left-footed wing-backs. He had Anthony there, and Malacia, got rid of both of them. So it's like you're getting rid of your options, for the left-footed wing-back. So is that a part of your system or is it not a part of your system? Do you know what I mean? There's so many different things, that this guy's done. It don't make sense. And the thing is, in his system, because he plays, because he plays the right centre-back and the left centre-back, as almost like I've explained to you guys before, they play almost as fullbacks because they play so high up.
Yeah.
So that means your centre-back needs to have pace because he has to cover. So why are you playing fucking Harry Maguire there? Harry Maguire is the slowest centre-back at the club, bro. Would it make more sense to play Lenny Euro there?
Absolutely. And when I said about him Hoyland not being a signing, I wasn't talking about in terms of him. I'm saying the persistence of it. That's what doesn't make no sense. I don't know why you want to die on that hill, because he's not your responsibility. If you spend 70 million on a striker as a manager and the striker doesn't work, we're looking at you. Whereas he was here when you got here, performing poorly before you and has performed poorly under you. It's just that a very strange hill to die on is the point that I'm getting at. You're acting like he's your signing. Even though I wouldn't agree with it, it would make more sense if managers are persistent with players they brought in. Even though I don't agree with it. That's where my issue, like, he's not yours to drop him. He was poor before you and been poor under you. That's why when the reports came out yesterday about, coaches losing faith, what was it that made you lose faith? That's where my issue lies with it. It's like how many he gives you nothing from a stat perspective, and then on the eye test he don't run channels, don't drop in, doesn't.
But man said lose faith. Why did they have faith in this player? He never showed anything.
That's my point. Where it goes to show, again, our club. I don't know why they're so slow to cotton onto that. Man's gone 0016 3 times.
Yeah.
Surely it's like, all right, you're not it. Try something different. People say that's why I don't hear about, it's not personnel. And that's where my issue lies, is the likes of playing Maguire. Maguire's not it. Stop. Same way Delo ain't it. Same way Bruno ain't it. Same way Garnacho ain't it. Same way Hoyland it. But you persist with these players. And if you persist with these players, you're going to continue to get poor results, poor performances. And then you are going to get sacked if you persist with these men. So
but the thing is, like for me, player selection and player profile, well, team selection and player profiling are the two things I look for primarily with any coach. Does he know his best 11? Like, and can he profile a player? Can he identify a player's strengths and weaknesses and play them in a position that gets the best out of those assets? Yeah. With this coach, the answer is clearly no. So if you can misprofile players that you have now, why can't you misprofile players that you sign?
You could definitely do that in the future.
Because Ten Hag misprofiled players he signed. My biggest problem with Eric Ten Hag was the players that he signed. He misprofiled them, and almost all of them.
Yeah, he had no idea how to use them. It's like we're just signing players to sign players. That's why he makes her out on the right wing or left wing, for example.
And the players he had, he also misprofiled them, because a manager that wants to play a pressing system, you don't get rid of Fred. Like it didn't make no sense to get rid of Fred. You got rid of Fred and brought in Mason Mount, bro. Like, to me, like, what was the point in doing that?
No idea. Horrible.
Do you see what I'm trying to say?
No, I fully get what you're saying. It's an idea thing. I fully hear what you're saying.
Like, it doesn't make no sense. So when I'm looking at this manager, like, he's not profiling the players correctly, bruv. Like, at all. Like, he pretty much doesn't know how to get the best out of any player that he currently has. There's not one player right now on the books that I can say that they're a better player under him, than under Ten Hag. And Ten Hag was an awful manager.
Well, and that's why it ties into going from awful to diabolical. And that's where my biggest criticism lies with this manager. I keep saying this is personnel. And that ties into playing youth, because I know there's youth players who can play the roles that you need to do. I mean, to play the roles you want to play and play better in how you want to attack games and how you want to implement games. Like, for instance, Collier. When Collier's played, in the few times he's played, he's done okay. You know why he's done well? Because he has certain attributes that he's played better in central midfield than Bruno. He's played better in central midfield than Bruno because he has certain things like just being technically sound, receiving the ball, popping it off. That's all Collier does. Closes down, he's got good energy, he's got a little bit of athleticism. He's good.
It's
the basics. The basic, that's all I need you to do. Because when I see Collier play, I was saying this just before, I don't worry about him if I see his name in the lineup. I'd prefer to see his name in the lineup more often than not. Just this, again, also to see the level. Is this your level, what we've seen so far, or can you get better? Because we only see the best of any player when they have a run of games. That's my biggest issue with Collier. That's the biggest issue with Yoro. That's the biggest issue with Xerxes. And that's my biggest issue with not playing a consistent back three.
But also, he hasn't given a lot of players a run of games. Like, even the Anthony and Ahmad situation on the right-hand side, statistically, we saw, that we performed better, with both of them on the right hand side, one in wing back, one in the 10. We saw it from the start, I believe, once, bro.
Yeah, I think it was it at the league? Was it Europa League game?
It was in the Europa League game, bro. We only seen it once. Why didn't we not get a run of games, with these guys on that side? Like, why didn't we get a run of games? And this is the problem, bro. Like, we haven't got Xerxes in the 9 run of games. We haven't got Kobe in the 10 run of games. Obviously, he got injured, but after playing well in one game, he didn't put him in the fucking 9, bro.
Yeah, he put him in the false 9.
It's like, and we're just not seeing a run of games. And then when we look at structure-wise, we're seeing our 2 wing backs play completely differently. So we know it's not coaching, because Dorgu's bombing forward on the overlap, but Dallow's not doing the same thing on the other side.
Because I think with Dallow, because I seen this on when he played on the left-hand side, because he don't trust the midfield, that's why we see Dallow in central areas, which makes no sense. I've never seen a wing back in a back three invert. I've seen fullbacks invert, but I've never seen wing backs. So if you're doing that because you don't trust your midfield, you know what you should do? Play different midfielders. Who you do play 2 midfielders you do trust in there. You clearly trust Agate, so that's one. Cool. I have no issue with Agate in there. Play Collier, or play Casemiro, or play Kone. Try again. It's all about attempts. Nothing I'm saying here, I'm saying definitively works and is the solution. We may not have the solutions to any problems, but we know what the problems are. And you're just putting problems on top of problems. Definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. We know what doesn't work. Now try something else. I understand you do not have the best players. Fully understand that. You're in the kitchen, you're a chef, you don't have the best ingredients, but you know what ingredients don't work. Hey, you know what? Try some different ingredients just to see. Yeah. Worst case scenario is just as bad. The worst case scenario. Best case scenario, it gets a little bit better. Perfect case scenario, it gets much better. Okay. If it gets worse, we drop from 15th to 16th. This is what I don't like. We ain't getting relegated. We ain't going to do nothing in the league. There's still 2 trophies to go and fight for. Try and get some form of continuity, some confidence in the team to try and win some games.
But even though we're saying, we're not going to get relegated, it's kind of not the point. Even the fact that it's a conversation, it's embarrassing, bro.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's embarrassing. Like, we shouldn't even be having a conversation. Like, the thought of being banished from the Premier League should not even be a thing.
No.
You know? And the fact that it's even a conversation, even though we might be 10 points clear of, like, the drop or whatever,
Yeah. 13.
The complacency around it, 13. Like, the complacency around it, we're not going to get relegated, so fuck it. Like, it's okay what he's doing. Like, the amount of people that have made excuses for this guy is pissed me off.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? But bro, I don't give a shit. I can like someone, and still admit that they're failing, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And the thing is,
because you're honest.
But also, I've got no reason to like him, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I've got no reason to like him, bro. As far as I'm concerned, I support the football club. The players and the manager and everyone else have to prove themselves to me every single season, bro.
Absolutely. They're disposable.
Yeah, they're all disposable. They have to prove themselves to me, bro. Do you know what I mean? There's players that have had a good season and I thought, I like them. And then the second season, they've been shit. And I've been like, you know what? They can go. Because this is what
your you know what it is? You're Manchester United FC. Like, in regards to you want what's best for the football club. I want what's best for the football club. You know what I realized? Content creating. I love that's not their numero uno thing. Number 1 on their priority list and what they want to happen isn't Manchester United being successful. You know what it is? It's a certain player being successful or being played. It's a certain manager being in charge. This is why you get player FC accounts. This is why you get fan manager FC accounts. This is where that stems from, which is ridiculous. Because bear in mind, like I said, this is a manager I like. This is a manager I've backed. But
again, this manager shouldn't have stands, bro. Do you know what I mean?
He shouldn't. None of our players should have stands, but they do.
Yeah.
Which is mind-boggling to me, because you shouldn't have stands because they've done no success. I don't think you should stand anyone personally. But if you do stand someone, at least let them have done something significant at the football club. Hey, they brought in Premier League titles. They brought in the Champions League. They've won a double. They've won a treble. That I can understand, but stand because man's got goals in a season, or he's got assists or something like that, or the manager's won a couple games is crazy to me. Absolutely mad. This is why I don't defend Amorim, because you are giving me nothing to defend. I'd love to be able to sit here and say, oh, he's doing this and this well, and this is going well, and this is going nothing. That's why I don't accept failure. I just understand where we are at with it. And the fact that we have 2 trophies still to play for is what annoys me so much about this whole air of just writing off the season. Get some wins together. Get some confidence. We are Ponzi Scheme FC. We've been Ponzi Scheme FC. We've been terrible for 10 years and still picked up 5 trophies in the process. I can't remember the last season I enjoyed from start to finish. I've had moments, a couple months here, half a season here, but from August all the way till May, I can't remember a full season where I go. I'm looking forward to watching United today. Right. Never. That's where my issue lies. But hey, we got 2 trophies to go get for. Go get them. Yeah, like Viva Garnacho and stuff like that. But props to the away fans, because they're real ones.
It's the Stan culture, man. They're not real football fans, and they're not United fans either. Because as a Manchester United fan, how do you turn your Ten Hag Stan account to an Amorim Stan account, before he's even managed the game for the club, bro? You don't even know what you're getting.
No idea.
Do you know what I'm saying? That shit don't even make no sense to me, bro. Do you know what I mean? Just because you support the club, that doesn't mean you just support anyone, bro. There are people that are going to be good for the club and bad for the club, whether it's players or coaches or whatnot. You should at least wait and long enough to make a fucking assessment, bro. So what, you're just going to back these guys blindly because he's at the helm of Manchester United? Would you have backed Gareth Southgate the same way?
Yes. They would have.
No, but most 100%. Of them wouldn't have. That's the funny thing, bro. It's because he's got an exotic surname, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? That's also all it is, bro. And he plays free at the back.
But there is certain things, certain fans, 110% have said it with this badge, that will back anything. There's fans who would have backed Gareth Southgate. You know how I know this? Because there's still stands now who back Højlund. Even though he's been woeful for the club. When we signed Mount, there was fans of him. I remember people saying he's a good signing. I'm wrong and and all that. And look at his lack of performances. Well, he's been injured the whole time. People still back him. There's nothing we could go and sign the worst starting striker right now in League 2 from the bottom club in League 2, and some of our fans would back it. Whoever that is, I don't even know who's bottom of League 2, but bottom of League 2, or even Plymouth, who are bottom of the Championship. We could go sign.
No, of course there'll be some more on here making fucking Twitter comps. I know
tell you how good it is.
And but these guys are shit anyway, bro. But this is what I'm saying. There's no real standards, bro. Their man just they think that actually really supporting the club.
You're supporting it blindly.
It's just supporting it blindly. But then on the flip side, them man are chatting shit about fucking soup and bread in the canteen and that.
I don't even know what that's about. I just like,
bro, it's absolute bollocks. That's what it's about, Flawless. You know them ones there. It's like people want to believe something. Like, you know them ones. Like, it's clearly an absolute load of bollocks, but people want to believe that. Do you know what I mean? That like man being given soup at the canteen, bro. Whatever, innit? Like, it don't even make no sense, bro. It's like I said, people's disdain, for the new ownership, is at such a level, it's at such a level that people are gonna ignore, facts. Like this graph here, that they've put in, I spoke about this a little while ago when they were cutting jobs, Man United's average employees, between 2011 to 2024. Look at that graph. It just keeps going up, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? So why the fuck do they need to just keep employing people, bro? Like, why do they need more employees, blood? The job hasn't got more complex. There's not more things going on, bruv. Like, so between 2011, and 2024, the graph started at 600, and it's pretty much doubled the workforce, bruv.
What did it? Yeah, because the thing is, when they say they're letting people off in terms of jobs, they never state what they've been let go from. Like, what were the employees doing?
But bro, it doesn't matter because most of the time they're small jobs, blood.
That's why I'm asking our interest.
They're not paying that much. Exactly but people are saying, but they're saying, but do you know what I mean? It's not a lot of money and all these other things, bro. The bottom line is, the business side has not been run properly because as a company, you do not just keep increasing your workforce, unless the demands increase. I can't imagine in that 10-year period that the demands increased so much they needed to double the workforce, bro.
That's why I want to know what the jobs exactly are. Like, is it canteen staff? Is it a receptionist? Like, is it the cleaners?
I'll be real, yeah. It doesn't matter what it is because
what is it?
It can't be the cleaners because Old Trafford hasn't expanded, bro. It's the same size it was when their man took over. So why would you need more cleaners? Like the building's the same size.
Might be you know what it is. It could be incompetence on their part. Who knows?
Yeah, but
I don't trust these lot. I don't trust these lot with the footballing side of things, like in regards to how they move. So something as simple as the basic staff, they could easily do that.
Bro, how can
I would love to know.
Being employing over 1,000 people. This is what I said, bro. Like, this is what I said. It's not making no sense, bro. Like, when these men came in, they said that they looked at Manchester City and Man United were like 200% overstaffed. Do you know what I'm saying?
200% overstaffed.
That's what they said, bro. Like, because they've got 3 people doing a job that one person can do effectively is what I took from that.
Hey, chat, do you not know what the average is for like other teams, like in the Premier League? Like,
they're saying Arsenal, Chelsea's around 700, and ours is like 1,200. So that's 500 more, That's nearly double. Damn. Do you know what I'm saying? And Man City's is less than that.
It just goes to show we just ran poorly on the pitch and have been ran poorly on the pitch.
Yeah, and they had bare people working from home. And remember,
I remember
came in. I was like, yo, them man need to get their ass back in.
Yeah, remember.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember.
Come on,
also,
brother,
you know why this is also a news story, and I've said this before, and I say it again. When you winning football matches, nobody cares.
Facts.
We were winning games and was playing great football, and this came out about staff being cut and us being overstaffed, and nobody would care. But the reason why there's more disdain for them and why this is a news story is because we're losing football matches. Simple as that. Winning football matches cures 99.9% of problems. Yes, people would have had an issue and would have talked about the whole canteen and budget cuts and people being let go, but it's less of a news story. Right now, if Liverpool, like for instance, Liverpool is a prime example. 3 of their best players are all out of contract in the summer. You don't hear nothing. You know why you don't hear nothing? Because they're going to win the Premier League and could win the Champions League. If they were 6, that's a new story.
Oh, yeah. Then they would have been talking about how incompetent and how why have they let these men's things run down and all these things. But, bro, they got bigger fish to fry.
Bigger news story every day. We're currently 6. We're not going to win the Premier League. We won't finish in the top 4. We're going to be out of the Champions League, and Salah going to leave, and Van Dijk going to leave, and Trent going to leave. We're already on the buy to sell model. But the reason why you don't hear about it, because they're winning football matches. They've lost 1 league game all season. League's wrapped up February. League was already wrapped up anyway. It's just it took a few people to cotton on because Arsenal were never catching them. The Champions League they're through as well.
Though, bro. Like
that's where it stems from.
Become, the more we talk about everything but the football.
Yeah. That's why I don't mention stuff like this in regards to budget cuts. Like people in my chat ask me, I'll mention it, but that's why I don't be tiling it talking about Christian VIVELL, for example, or the budget cuts or anything like that. Let's talk ball. Now, obviously, VIVELL is going to be is going to help or hinder what's going on the pitch. I don't know too much about him, so I can't really comment. I don't know what did he do before us. Let me actually check. Let me have a look.
VIVELL?
Yeah. Like, has he worked in football before?
He was at Chelsea.
He's the Don. He was at Chelsea, wasn't he?
He was at Chelsea, and then they brought in the 2 guys that Chelsea were loving, and now they hate them because the recruitment on the flip side don't look great. Do you know what I'm saying? But he was at Chelsea before, and he was at the Red Bull group before. He was at
Leipzig, Salzburg, and Hoffenheim. So I'm looking there. He was a technical director at Chelsea, only for a year though. From December 2022. No, it's longer than that.
So he was
from December 22 to July 2023
with Ralph, and he was probably at Hoffenheim with Ralph as well. Then, if he was at Hoffenheim,
he was a scout. He was a scout and a match analyst at Hoffenheim.
And then went to Leipzig from there.
Yeah. Went Salzburg and then went Leipzig.
Yeah, so Ralph probably brought my man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So this is it, bro. He's got the recruitment with the Africans in it. So it's one of them. We got linked with that the guy at Salzburg now. And and then obviously the Kone that we've got in the reserves, that looks really good. So, do you know what I mean? He's got the plug for the up and coming African player. So he's someone that's very, very good to have.
Yeah, I've been saying play him. And one thing African players are gonna give you is pace, power, and strength.
Something 100%, we lack, bro. That's what I mean. Athleticism. We definitely lack athleticism in the team.
Yeah, so it's like throw him in there because at least he's going to add that, and he seems technically decent. I haven't watched him. He can do no worse because the bar's in hell. You can do all you can do is raise it. The bar can't fall anymore. So with that, I'm like, yeah, run it with VIVELL. We'll judge him in the summer. We'll see.
Yeah,
because they're going to be working on recruitment now.
Yeah, facts. And this thing about he's saying he didn't agree with the Chelsea strategy. From what I understand about it, he was there, and then the new guys they brought in, were basically stepping on his toes. There was too many chefs in the kitchen because effectively they had hired guys to do the job he was doing anyway. From what I understand.
Director.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I think they got the Win Stanley brother and the other guy,
Bowie.
No, not Bowie, but below that it's is it Shields and Win Stanley or something?
The chat, no.
I think it's them, man, that are in charge of the recruitment. But literally, them man were brought in to pretty much do his job. But no, Stuart, sorry, it's Stuart and Win Stanley, yeah. So yeah, them guys, are basically brought in to do his job, and he was there. So he's like, hold on, bruv. Do you know what I mean? You basically brought in my replacement, but I'm still here, blood. Like, it's just a bit weird, isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying?
He was the technical director there because he was there from December 2022 to July 2023.
Yeah, so from what I read, he just left.
He was only there short. He went there a long time.
Yeah, Stuart and Win Stanley. So they left it. So he left, innit? Because he was like, what's the point of me being here? Do you know what I'm saying? So it was one of them things. So I rate the fact that he just dipped of his own accord. And it's one of them ones. Obviously, he's ended up at our gaff. And if he can bring us in some decent players, it's a good recruitment. Do you know what I'm saying? But he comes from a good place. And considering we had Ralph and we fumbled Ralph, then it's one of them things where the fact if we've got him, is decent because he's going to help us with the recruitment.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, because we need all hands on deck on recruitment. So the fact, because they said he's going to report to Wilcox, so it'll be those two probably in tandem, probably a couple more, include Amber, who are going to be looking at recruitment, and recruitment's going to be key. Recruitment is going to be like, it seems like we say this every summer, but with the amount of players who are leaving, just off free contracts alone and players out on loan, because I don't remember us having this many players leaving in terms of contract ending, and then this many players out on loan. It seems we're going to get the mass exits that we've wanted in terms of the team. It seems we're going to get 6, 7, 8, maybe even more players leaving. So that makes recruitment even more key bringing in. Because you're in like, all right, you're going to play. There ain't going to be anyone in front of you. Like, you are legit going to play. Our central midfield area is already bare as it is. Like, Agate is our only recognized senior central midfield. If Casemiro and Ericsson leave, it's literally Agate and Collier. That's it. Because Bruno ain't no central midfielder. All right, Kone, if he is a youth, so we're going to be playing. We need 2 in that area. Martinez ain't fit. Let's say Evans leaves and let's say Lindelof leaves. That's 2 centre-backs down there. And we're going to need a left-sided centre-back because Martinez ain't going to be back. So that's 3 centre-backs, 2 central midfielders. Sancho and Rashford as well. That's 2 attackers. Mount don't play already. That's 3 attackers. Anthony Malacia as wing-backs. There's 2 wing-backs down. Like, hey, they got a hell of a job on their hands, but you are paid very well. Do it. Go recruit. And it's nowhere near as tough as people make out.
Yeah, and that's and that's assuming, that this guy don't get sacked in the summer. You know that. That's assuming that, bro. I'm just saying, innit? Like, don't think it's beyond the realms of possibility, if he doesn't pick up these results, before the end of the season, he'll get his marching orders in the summer.
You reckon they'll sack him in the summer if he continues to get bad results?
It's a possibility, bro. If he finishes the season, 15th. 14th, 15th, I think he's gone, bro.
No trophy. I don't trust these lot to get rid of him, you know.
I do.
Go on, why? Go on.
Because they sacked Ashworth. Do you know what I mean? They've shown that they can just sack people, bro.
Oh, wait, are you talking about Amorim or are you talking about VIVELL?
No, I'm talking about Amorim, bro.
Oh, see, I was just making sure. All right, cool.
Because I'm saying, who's he gonna give? Because, bro, I'm saying, like, it's all well and good us recruiting all these players, but we have to be confident that giving him these players is going to make a difference.
And that's where on the flip side is where we are going wrong again. Don't recruit from managers. We should be recruiting for the club.
But listen to what we're saying, Flawless. You're saying don't recruit for managers, and then Man United fans are saying he doesn't have his players. So he's never going to have his players if we don't recruit for him.
No, but this is where the conversation lies before when you bring him in. Them two should be aligned because the club's idea and the manager's idea should be one and the same. I own a restaurant. I want to serve certain food. So therefore, I bring in a chef that I want to have a Caribbean restaurant. So you know what I do? Bring in a chef who cooks Caribbean food. That's one and the same. I don't go and get a chef who cooks Italian food. That's daft. That's where the issue lies.
Yeah, but here's my thing.
One in line. Go on.
But here's my thing. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but sometimes it's not about cooking Caribbean food or anything like that, because I can even simplify it even better. Yeah, like the difference between good cooks, and really good cooks is how well they can cook simple meals. So if you put me and Gordon Ramsay in the kitchen, and you say, all right, guys, you're making scrambled eggs, and they give us both 3 eggs, butter and salt, Gordon Ramsay's eggs are going to be better than mine, bro. And we've got the exact same ingredients, bro. Absolutely. Because he's better than me.
Yeah.
A lot better than me. So it doesn't even come down to making like Caribbean food, because that's a bit more, it's a bit more complex. You know them ones. Like I'm talking about with basic ingredients.
Yeah.
His scrambled eggs is still going to be better than my scrambled eggs. And it's just butter, salt, and eggs, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because he's going to know, what temperature to have the stove at. He's going to know just the right consistency.
He's going to be on point. He's going to be on point with it.
He's going to know how much butter to use in the pan. He's going to know what heat to have it on, when to turn it down, when to do all that, bro. Like, do you know, I'm not going to know that. I'm going to put 3 eggs, whisk that shit together, heat the pan and dash it in the pan, bro. That's what 100%. I'm going to do. This guy's going to have his spatula and he's going to be doing all this extra shit that man.
Yeah, he go throw some extra spice in there. But here's the thing with that, with the scrambled egg, go get, if that's the case, go and get a better chef. But my point is, what the people wanted was scrambled eggs.
But even if they want scrambled eggs, his scrambled eggs are still way better than mine.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I couldn't serve my scrambled eggs in a Michelin restaurant, but he could.
No.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I fully get what you're saying.
There's still levels to scrambled egg. As basic as scrambled egg is, there's still levels to scrambled egg.
There is levels to scrambled egg. But you should still, my point is, the people who want, that's how you end up with tail, babe. That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This disrespect. But the point I'm making is, the kitchen should, if you want scrambled eggs, make sure whoever you're bringing in can make scrambled eggs, even though there's better people who can make scrambled egg is the point. So whether it's a simple meal or it's a more complex meal, and Amrim's burning the eggs.
He is burning the eggs.
He's burning the eggs. So
he's burning the eggs.
But
and this is what I'm saying. He's not even doing the simple stuff. He's not even doing the right stuff. He's playing Kobe Mino up front. He's burning the eggs.
He's burning the eggs.
He's not even doing the basic
burning the eggs. But like I'm saying, to the actual footballing side of things, the style should align with the manager. Yeah, but, like it shouldn't be you bring your own eggs, and that's where my issue. I spoke about this on here with you before we signed Amrim, and it was last summer, and I was stating this because we all thought when Ten Hag was gonna get sacked. So this is before the new deal. Pick a style. You are Manchester United, big on my bro Sheik every single time. Pick a style. That's where my issue lies with this, because Brighton, for example, since they've got in the Premier League up until now, have a set style no matter who's managing.
I'd argue they don't, though. That's the beauty of Brighton, yeah.
So they've never had a defensive manager.
No, but Brighton, if you look at Graham Potter, De Zerbi, and is it Hertzler, his name?
Hertzler. Yeah, Hertzler,
when you look at these 3 coaches, their football they're all completely different. The only thing that they have in common, as coaches, as they're all positive coaches and they want to play attacking football. That's it. In terms of the styles, they're different.
But
this manager is not an attacking manager. He lied on his CV, bro.
But that's the point I'm making with Brighton when I say like styles and why they can do that. They want to play positive, on the front foot, possession-based football. That's Brighton wouldn't go and hire Jose Mourinho or someone with Jose Mourinho's faults because they're defensive. I know these are your dags. Like, that's it. Like, that's the point that I'm making. That's why they've had Hertzler, they've had Potter, they've had De Zerbi. Yes, the intricacies are different, but their mindset, their philosophy is the same. We're going to get on the ball. We are going to dictate to you how this game goes. This is why they also hire players and can recruit well. This is why they've gone from Basuma to Caicedo to Baliba. And the crazier part is, I was watching the Ajax USG game because USG are their feeder club. They've already got Baliba's replacement lined up, potential replacement. I can't remember his name, the number 27 who plays for him. A man in my chat, man who was on my stream with Jez was like, yeah, this is probably the guy they're going to get for him.
Yeah, but so the thing is with Brighton, sometimes players leave and they don't even replace them, really. You know,
sometimes they don't.
Like that's why De Zerbi was getting pissed off, because he felt like they were selling his best players and he wasn't getting replacements for them at all, because it still ran like a business. But the bottom line is,
because they're a sell. That's their thing.
But they recruit for the club.
Yes.
And the manager has to work with what they've got. And that's what Man United should do.
That's what I'm saying.
But again, exactly we're recruiting for a free at the back manager, and if we sack him, we won't bring in a free at the back manager.
And that's where my issue lies, because that's daft. That makes no sense, because then we're back to square one if we don't. If we're gonna go free at the back, that should be the process throughout. So then if we sack Amorim, the next man, you then look at it and go, all right, who's the next best free at the back manager? And then you bring him in.
Yeah,
that's where my issue. And I stated all this with Ten Hag. I said, stop recruiting for managers. Stop allowing managers to dictate to us how we play, because Mourinho, Van Gaal, Oli, Ten Hag are all different. They all different. Like, that's where my issue lies with this. And I was hoping we gotten away from that, but it seems we're not. It seems again we're recruiting for a manager rather than from recruiting for a club. Recruit for the club, and then when you hire the manager, hey, this is how we play. You suit this. And then there shouldn't be no major conversation or major conflict about bringing in players, because the idea should be the same. But
I hear it. Do you know what I mean? So, man, it's going to be an interesting situation between now and the end of the season. Obviously, there's been OSIMHEN links as well, and it's one of them ones where it's like, obviously, I don't think we're gonna get him, because I don't think United will be willing to pay the wages he's gonna want anyway. I can't remember where you stand on him anyway in terms of as a footballer.
With OSIMHEN is mixed. One thing is, I think in the Premier League, if you bring him in, he's going to score goals. His profile is perfect for this league. Pace, power, direct running. Like, definitely 110%. I think OSIMHEN will score goals. But when I've watched him and when I talk to people, he seems to miss a hell of a lot. Yeah. Seems to be erratic, not clinical. So with me, it would all be about price point. If you're saying we bringing in OSIMHEN for, and that's what I'm saying exactly there, my guy, in the chat. If we bring in OSIMHEN and it's 78 million, absolutely not. I'm all about price. But if we get him at a good deal, because the reason why he ended up in Galatasaray is because nobody wanted to pay for him. No one was willing to pay the wages. There was no team willing to put up, because you know what Napoli are like? They run like a mafia. They want big money for all their players, which I'm surprised they let Kvaratskhelia go for the price he did. So maybe it comes down to OSIMHEN, we're the A side. Napoli have to sell. If you're telling me we can get OSIMHEN for 40, 50 million, do it. Because I think he scores goals here. 110. I think he scores goals in the Premier League. I look at other strikers, I go, you fit the profile perfectly, especially back three. Because you are going to run channels and running behind, and you're just a tyrant. Watch OSIMHEN, nuisance, proper nuisance. Vardy, nuisance, and we need that. Obviously, the technical level isn't the best, but I think he'll score goals. But for me, all about price point. All about price point. If it's 80, 90 million, absolutely.
But bro, his wages are big, bro. Like, and the wages, man saying he's only on 200k. He's gonna want more than what he's on.
It's one of them. It depends. It's all right. You either come to us for 200k, for example, or go back to Galatasaray. Yeah. What do you want to do? Or go back to Napoli, who there's clearly issues there. We have
that's it. Another type striker. That's the way man seeing it, bro. I swear it down, bro. I can't lie. He's
big up Lex.
OSIMHEN's a scrub, innit? Like, I'll be real. He's a scrub, man. I swear down, bro.
I think he's a scrub.
I think he's shit, blood. No, I can't lie. Yeah, bro, I think he's rubbish. I can't even lie, bro. Obviously, man, know that I like my footballing centre forwards, but bro, OSIMHEN is just, bro. He's just, I don't know what he is, bro. Like his best attribute is his heading, bruv. That's about it. Like he's good in the air, but we don't cross, so who cares? Like, you know the ones
again, that's why it changes. Like we need to be crossing.
Yeah, it's like we don't cross. He'll be better at Chelsea, blood, with Neto spamming them crosses into the box, blood. Mate, he would have probably suited Chelsea better, bro. Him or that Morodion brother for Chelsea, maybe. But for us,
Rodion's again, Rodion's like that a problem. But yeah, for me, with OSIMHEN, all about price point, man. Because I think I look in here, his numbers, goals.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying, bro. But all these man are rubbish, bro. Like, I'll be real, yeah. Man United need to completely gut the squad, yeah, rebuild the squad,
blow it up,
and worry about style of play after, bro. Like, I can't lie, just get the players in that you want and the players out that you want, and then the squad will find its style with the players that are there. That's the honest truth. Like, if you want good technical players, yeah, that are athletic, you can sign those players.
Yeah, sign those
players. Once you sign those players, the style will find itself. I'll be real. Like, signing guys for the manager, fuck all that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and even this old school number 9, I don't want an old school number 9, bro. It's not the 90s. Do you know what I mean? I don't want an old school number 9 in 2025. I just want good footballers in my team. I don't want an old school number 9, bro. This is not Barclays. This is not the Barclays.
Man said Chris Wood, yo. You know what I'm saying? Run it back, Chris Wood.
Bro, Liverpool about to win the league with no striker, bro. Their man playing Diaz as a false 9. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Bro, Jota plays there sometimes. Them man ain't got they don't have a distinct number 9, bro. Do you know what I mean? And they're about to win the league at a canter. And they finished top of the Champions League in the group stages with no real striker. So the need for a striker is not a necessity in the modern game.
Not if you have the play, you have to have the players around it.
Yeah, bro.
That's where the issue lies. You have to have the You have to have the play. You know what? We don't have the play. Like you talking about getting the squad, we don't have the players around it. We don't have any. There's no one in that forward line that I look at and go, yes, you are. So I rate players. I'm at quality. Maino's of a skill. That's it. There's no one I can look at.
I'll be real, yeah. When I look at these players, yeah, it's like none of it really matters. Like, man are saying to me, our rants, like, what striker do you want? Man United's problems are way bigger than a striker. I don't care. A striker is the last position that you recruit, blood, because they're the last player on the pitch to touch the ball. So you need to get the ball. You need to get the ball to them. Yes. So you need to fix all the guys that get the ball forward, and then you fix the guys at the end. That's how you build a football team.
Our entire
you don't build a football team by buying a fucking striker that's not going to get no service.
No, our entire spine is a problem, though. We need to improve the entire spine, because if we're talking about getting the squad,
this is the point. And this is the reason why for now, yeah, I'm cool with Xerxes, yeah, as the 9 is because, yeah, he doesn't play as an out-and-out 9. He'll drop into the midfield and give us an extra body in there, and we need an extra body because we can't fucking play flawless.
And that ties into needing a central midfielder.
Yeah,
I don't mind
we can't play because we don't have enough midfielders, yeah. I'd rather have a forward that drops in and gives us another option to keep the ball, because we struggle to move the ball forward. If we had good midfielders that could progress the ball forward, yeah, and we had good wide players that could keep the ball in the other team's half, then I'm more critical of Xerxes, and I'm looking at him and saying, you know what, like, if he's not facilitating, can he get me more goals? Can he get in the box more? Can he take more shots? I can't ask him to do all these things because I know that he's not getting no service.
Yeah, you ain't, and that ties in. That's where
it was the same with Martial. When Martial was there, Martial was dropping deep and facilitating. I wasn't getting on to Martial for not scoring. I was like, yo, Martial, we're better with him on the pitch than when he doesn't play. Because when we don't have a link man, we've got nothing. There's just no build-up.
Absolutely. That's what I say is the entire spine. You mentioned there midfield. We need a midfielder who can either progress the ball, number 1, or number 2, be press resistant and drive with it, or both. We need that. So it's not, that's why I look at it. Oh, do we need a striker? Yes. Do we also need a centre back? Also, yes, because that a left-sided centre back helps progress the ball. We also need a midfielder. Yes. We also need a 10. We also need a striker because we lack everywhere. Everywhere is a problem. There's not one position in this team or one place in this team from goalkeeper all the way through to striker that I don't think is a problem. It's a problem everywhere. Our defense is a problem because we play in a back three and we have one left-footed centre back and he's injured till probably this time next year if it's 12 months.
And even that left-footed centre back, there's question marks around.
There's question marks over him. And the biggest question mark I have with him is he can't stay fit. So we need a left-sided centre-back. Central midfield, I already stated, is a problem because we don't have anyone to progress the ball, whether that's being press-resistant and driving with it, like a Moussa Dembele, or playing it through the lines like a Cruz. So that's a problem. The 10 area is also a problem because we have no one there. We got to get output. And then striker, also a problem. Output. There's no one I can hand on heart can say in our team currently right now, I go, yeah, you score 15 league goals.
But this is the thing. Again, the conversation, needs to be nuanced. It's not the striker. We don't have no attackers, that guarantee us consistent GA blood. Like Ahmad could be that player, but he's not fit.
Keywords could.
Exactly. He could be, but we don't know yet. Do you understand what I'm saying? The point is, Man United don't have no reliable guys, that put up numbers. We don't. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is the point. Like, so when I'm looking at Manchester United, I'm being very economical with the players. I'm looking at them and I'm saying, all right, what did these players offer me? Ahmad offers me a bit of everything. Like, he's got a bit of directness. He can also link play. He can also play multiple positions. Xerxes, I know he can drop in. I know he can get on the ball. I know he can facilitate. I know he can hold up the ball and bring people into play. I look at Garnacho, doesn't really offer anything consistently apart from just being direct and he runs. Højlund offers nothing. And Anthony's been got rid of and Rashford's been gotten rid of. So I'm looking at this attack right now and saying that I've only got 2 attackers that have a consistent use for me, Garnacho's going to be sporadic as hell,
And he's better off the bench.
Exactly. And Højlund's rubbish. So before we sign, we're saying we need to sign a striker. We need a player that's going to play on the left, that can contribute goals.
Yes.
Immediately.
Yes.
Immediately. The same problem that Arsenal have. Arsenal fans are talking about Kai Havertz. Now, your biggest problem is Gabriel Martinelli, bro.
Yeah, because Martinelli, they're both terrible. And that's why if we do what we're supposed to do in the summer, we go and get players for all these positions.
100%, but the likelihood is we're not going to flawless. We're not going to get players for every position. But
not every, but we can get 4 players in.
Exactly. So the fact that we lack and we don't have a lot of creative players, what sense does it make replacing Xerxes with an OSIMHEN, when we don't replace when we don't have but I'm saying replacing him in the starting lineup for argument's sake, with OSIMHEN when we don't have no one to get the ball to OSIMHEN. Because like you said, we have a creativity problem, Yes. And Xerxes is a creative player. So he adds where we are weak, bro.
Yeah.
So if you take him out of the team and then you put in a striker that's purely reliant on you getting the ball to him, you've lost something in the team, and then you've added something to the team that you can't even capitalize on because he's not going to get the ball anyway. And he's just going to look like Rasmus, just more physical. He'll just be on the floor.
And that's where we were talking about VIVELL. That's where it's on the recruitment. Because if you add, let's say you add a left, because we sign 4 to 5 players normally. You add a left-sided centre back, you add a central midfielder, you add a 10, and you add the striker. That will improve straight down because the left-sided centre back's progressing the ball, the central midfielder is progressing the ball, and the 10 is adding to the creative spark and adding goals as well as the striker. That's why it's not, to me, I keep saying this, it's not one or the other, it's all. If we go get a striker and a 10, but don't get a centre back and a central midfielder, we're going to struggle. It'll be better, but we're going to, same way if we just get a centre back and a central midfielder, we're then going to get the ball into the forward area, then there's no one there to create or score the goals. So we need, it's literally dire everywhere. So go and get those 4 players. Even if you want to go get those 4.
But do you think 4 players is enough, for this manager to turn this squad from 16th, to top 6 contenders?
I'm saying worst case scenario is 4.
But this is
worst case scenario is 4. But if we get 5 or 6, add in a couple youth players as well, then we could, yes.
But this is my point. This is my point, my bro. Like, when you look at this team, and the way this manager's managing this team right now, if you give him 4 players, it doesn't change very much, bro.
If they're four good players,
he's not even doing okay with the players he's got. He's doing shit. So if we give him 4 players, it'll go from shit to maybe okay, and okay brings us maybe into the top half of the table.
Takes us to decent. Depends on the four players, because players can take you so far. Yeah. That's where recruitment's got to be key. If we get 4 players of quality, yeah, and I think we do 5, 6 because a lot of players could be leaving. Go get 4 or 5 players of quality, because not only do those 4 or 5 quality of players individually good, they also help the team around them. So imagine Ahmad and Xerxes and Mayno and Dorgu with better players around him. Ahmad is literally ISO ball. When Ahmad gets the ball, when he was playing before he got injured, it was 2-3 man on him. If we have better players around him, that's now not going to happen. And he has more space to operate in. Whether you want to play him as a right-sided 10, whether you want to play him as wing-back. Add in Xerxes, add in Mayno, for example. Like, that's where it is. That's where I'm at.
And Woody, you're spitting, bro. Look, if you look at this, yeah, let's look at the 4 players we signed in the summer, yeah, plus Dorgu, yeah. The manager ain't getting the best out of any of those players.
No,
and people could turn around. People could turn around and say, "Oh yeah, but they're not his players." It don't fucking matter. They're players that weren't at the club, yeah, last season, and they're there now. He's not getting the best out of Mazraoui. He's not getting the best out of Delit. He's not using Lenny Euro. He's not getting the best out of Ugarte, because Ugarte looked better playing for Rude, yeah, in the double pivot, yeah, with Casemiro. Is there a player I missed?
No, that's it. You mentioned Euro, Xerxes as well. That's the one.
And Xerxes, he wasn't playing him, and now he's playing him in the 8. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, in the 10.
With Delit, I use Delit.
He's not getting the best out of none of these guys, bro. Yeah. So what? You're gonna give him 5 more ballers?
Well, we need ballers anyway. We don't need players anyway. So, but what I'm saying is, even we'll use Maz and Delit, because of the quality they're at, they are just going to play to a certain level. Same way with Ugarte, I can use those 3, which helps us. Take Ugarte, Maz, and Delit out of this side. How much worse we are, even though they've not been at their best. That's where I stand with it. So if you go get me 3, 4 players of Mazraoui's level, we're automatically better. To forget who the manager is, because Maz is going to play to a certain level. Same way.
But if he's playing, but Maz at right wing back wasn't Maz at right centre back. Like,
no, I prefer him at right centre back.
Well, exactly. When he's playing him at wing back, he was one of our least effective players, and then people were questioning his ability. So the manager's shown that he's got the ability, to make players look bad by playing them out of position.
That's true. That is very, very true.
That's why I don't trust him.
I'm not saying you should.
I don't trust him with new players, unless he gets exactly the players he wants. And I don't believe we should be recruiting for him, because we done that for Ten Hag, and we said we weren't going to do that again.
But that's on the ownership if they do that. That's idiotic on their part. Right. If they go down that road again, that's on them. That's their stupid fault. If they go and do that, because no other club does that. No other top club who's successful does that. If you're recruiting specifically for a manager, then that's your idiotic mistake. You man are supposed to be smart people. You're not supposed to be recruiting for the manager. You're supposed to be recruiting for the club. Basics. If I know that and I can figure that out, and you lot have been in football way longer than me, way more knowledgeable than me, and get paid very, very well to do your job, you lot should be able to figure that out. That's where my issue lies. I hear the no faith in the manager. I hear that because he's given us nothing to believe in. My faith is dwindling in the manager because of how he's performing. But we need players regardless of him. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, with Maz, with Ugarte, and with Delit. They're just players who are going to play at a certain level. Even Maz, even when he was playing at wing back, going forward, not good. Defensively, fine. Because he's just going to be Mazraoui, and that's where I'm at with it. So go bring in these players because they are needed anyway. And if you lot recruit correctly, we'll be fine despite the manager. Not fine, but we'll be okay despite the manager. And then you're going to remove him and then do what? This is why I don't trust this ownership. Because we shouldn't be having this conversation about there's no way me and you should be sat here being concerned about our ownership recruiting for a manager. But we are, because we know it's a possibility. I hope I'm wrong. And they're recruiting for the club. And the next manager we get in, guess what? Is a back free manager. Then I go, you know what? Hey, you lot, plaudits. There was an actual plan. Because we've been linked with Quenda, for example. So if the manager gets sacked, the next right wing back should be like Quenda. Even if it's not him. It shouldn't be the next manager's the back 4, because then let's say we bring in Quenda and the manager gets sacked. Now we got 2 wing backs. and we're going to a back four.
Quenda can play on the wing though, innit? Like
He's a winger, I
think he's a winger, innit? Like he played. I think he played on the wing under the new manager, because I think the new manager at Sporting, went to a back four and was playing him on the wing.
Yeah, so then he's a winger, and then it's like then he has to adapt to that and did the dirt, because we've signed him as a wing back. Who knows the level he would have been as a winger at Sporting? Would we have signed him? What would he have looked at? You're now making more. You're now opening up more questions, even though the roles are similar. They're not the same. Because Quenda as a winger might be a better wing back than he is a winger.
Yeah, I agree.
Sure. So that's where my issue then lies. Same way Dorgu might be a better a wing back than he is a fullback. Doesn't mean he's a terrible fullback, but you signed him as a winger.
Can still play wing. I think he can still play fullback.
Yeah, he can still play fullback.
Do you know what I mean? I'm sure he can still do he can do the Adogi thing, bro. Because even Adogi, defensively, like he's mad rash. Do you know what I'm saying? So and he's Adogi as well. And he's good. And he's good, bro.
I like Adogi. I'm a fan of Adogi.
So yeah, bro, it's one of them ones where, bro, if we get Quenda in and the manager gets putted, he could play as a winger. So I'm not, and he's young as well, bro. So I'm not really. I think bringing in a wing back here that can play wing and fullback is pretty cool, bro. Because you can be interchangeable. Like I've seen.
Yeah, it depends, because I don't know his level.
I've seen Frimpong for the Netherlands play right wing in a free, and I've seen him play right wing back as well for his club and his country. So it's one of them ones. If you get Quenda, and we're playing a back five and it doesn't work, then we could play him as a winger. Like it's, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing really. There's nothing.
I'm just saying, it could be.
And he's young. He's just about to turn 18. So I think all in all, so all in all, like it's one of them things where the signing is future proof. Like it's cool regardless.
But I'd rather it be the back three is our way of. This is the way we're going. I'd rather it be that. Because then you open up.
I would have rather it been that, but at the end of the day,
I'd rather Manchester United.
It don't work, innit? Like under this manager, it doesn't
work.
No.
So. When I say that, I'm not talking about under Amrim. I'm saying the club is saying that. Our back three is our way.
So they're saying, I know, like Wolves, like them man saying, yo, we're a back three club.
We're a back three club. Cool with that. I'm just saying, please pick a style. That's all. Hey, I'm boxing. I'm a brawler. I'm a counter puncher. I'm a boxer. Pick a style. Because then we know what to work on. We know what we are doing going into fight. Same way with football matches. Then you know what you're doing going into recruitment. And we're a back three team. So our left-sided our centre backs need to do this, this, and this. They need to be better in wide areas rather than playing in a back four in a low block. Like it's interchangeable because certain players will be able to do that. But I'm saying recruiting is tough. Make it as easy on yourself as possible to recruit is the point I'm making. It's a tough thing to do, especially recruiting for Manchester United. It's extremely tough. It's not easy, but it's not impossible the way people make out because other clubs do it. So I'm saying make it easy on yourself. Hey, this is our style. So now you know what players off rip we don't need. If you're a right back and we play a back three, we're not even looking in your direction. And you can be the best right back in Europe. But guess what? If you're a right back, no, we're not looking at right backs or left backs. We need wing backs. You can be a quality centre back in a back four, in a low block. But now, you know what? We're not even looking your way. We need centre backs who can play right-sided centre back, left side, or whoever central, who are quick, athletic, good in wide areas. That's where my issue lies with this. I'm saying
we need a fucking goalkeeper. You ain't wrong, bro. We need a fucking goalkeeper. I'm tired of this guy, bro.
Goalkeeper sucks.
You know the ones there, bro. I'm tired of this guy. He's a big problem. He's a big problem, bro.
Go get a goalkeeper.
We need to address that goalkeeper situation in the summer.
Expeditiously. Go get a new goalkeeper. I'm tired of Onana because he's going to continue to cost us. He's rubbish. Go get a new goalkeeper. And in terms of...
Sorry, I was going to say, in terms of recruitment, do you think that we're going to bring in someone to replace Dan Ashworth, or do you think we're just going to hit the summer without him? I don't even know how big a issue it is that we don't have our football director, because we got so many scouts and we've got Jason Wilcox already, and I trust his talent ID, to be honest. But
that's what VIVELL's, because VIVELL's come in as the head of recruitment and he's gonna report to Wilcox. I think those two are doing that role.
So yeah, they're just gonna do that and do it, innit?
they're going to work together and do that role? Because I asked them, someone said, yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. And when I Googled it, it said it was pretty much the same thing.
Oh, that's perfect then if he's going to work with Wilcox. That's
yeah,
even better.
he'll work with Wilcox and do that. And guess what? Get the recruitment right. And this ties back into the conversation we were just having about just be strict. We've all played, most of you lot in the chat, 90% of you lot, 95 have played FIFA or played Football Manager. And if you're playing it properly, you're strict, you have the attributes you click in. All right, I'm looking for this. I need a central midfielder. Here's the attributes, and you put it on the tally. 15 or above, 16 or above, for whatever attributes you need. I don't play Football Manager as much anymore now, but I used to strict with it. How can I have a stricter style playing Football Manager than my football club does? I used to take that shit serious. My senior team, reserve team, and youth team all played the same way.
But that's what Van Gaal had us doing. That was the closest to being run like a proper football club was under Van Gaal, you know.
Like, that's what it is. I'm picking the same things. Hey, my wingers better be able to dribble and have pace. Otherwise, I'm not picking you. Your pace is below 16 now. You ain't no acceleration and pace, dribbling, first touch, cross. That's what it is. Strikers had to be doing everything. If you're a striker who was bad in the air or slow or couldn't dribble, I'm not picking you. No matter how good you are, type of thing. Like, that's what we have to be. Strict. The criteria. We talk about best in class. Like, you shouldn't just be able to, all right, we shouldn't just be signing anybody. And I'm not saying people big names or big money. Like, we already seen Dorgu in 2 games, what he had. You go, all right, that makes sense. Dorgu makes sense.
Dorgu was a very good signing, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Just based on his fundamentals.
Yes.
Technically sound, quick. You know what I'm saying? And he can pass.
And you know what? He wasn't an arm and a leg, people. He wasn't a 100 million wing back. He cost 25 M's. So go get other players who fit those roles is my point that I'm making. Because there's players out. Dorgu's not the only Dorgu out there. And we can go anywhere in Europe.
Yeah.
No, scrap that. Anywhere across the world, sorry, in terms of resources to scout. And you mentioned the VIVELL, and he's got the links to the African players. Go have a look. Go see what's over there. And
that's what I mean. And I do agree with you on this comment, but at the same time, I feel like if VIVELL knows players, he'll know managers as well. Like, I know that he wanted Nagelsmann at Chelsea. Obviously with his links to Hoffenheim and the Red Bull group, but also you have to think, where do these Red Bull people keep getting their coaches from, bro? Because they always have good coaches, and then bro, it's one of them ones. He'll have a knowledge of the coaching market as well. I'm very, very sure he will, bro. Because even the Brighton coach here, didn't he just get promoted to the Bundesliga the year before?
Yeah.
So he done what Maresca did. He was at like St. Pauli or something, whatever they called it. Like, so he done what Maresca done in the Championship with Leicester, I think, with a club in Germany before he ended up going to Brighton, if I remember correctly.
I'm just having a look here, Fabian Herzler. I'm just having a look at what it was. Yeah, man's only 31. Crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, he was at St. Pauli before that for 2 years, and then he was at, I can't even pronounce that. What's that? Pippin something? Some German team.
There you go. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. And if he's on Brighton's radar, then VIVELL would have known who he was, blood.
Yeah. Because
you know what I'm saying?
People in football, this is gonna sound so stupid. People in football know people in football. If you're a scout and head of recruitment and stuff, there's such and such a manager that's doing well, such and such.
Yeah.
Like, they're fully aware. Kind of like how content creators know content creators. That's like a big company coming to you, Rance, and going, all right, we need you to bring in some United content creators in Chelsea. Yeah. You know exactly where to go. Like, it's not like you're going to be, and that's what it's the same thing in any industry people you're in. You're going to know people in that industry, any space. As particular people in professional football talk. Of course they do.
100%. So, yeah, man, it's just one of those things, guys. I think if it's going to be VIVELL and Wilcox teaming up on recruitment, I think we'll see more technical players for sure, because Wilcox likes his players technical, and he likes to recruit young players, and he knows he's especially the young British players. He knows who's who, blood, and that's why I think that that Chris Rigg we keep being linked with, and also Tyler Diblin. I think them two are shoo-in for the summer, bruv, and those are two very good players. But them two players, I want to see more players for the now as well, blood. Do you know what I mean? If we could bring in 5-6 players and then be 2 of them, do you know what I mean? If we could go get Angel on a free as well, do you know what I'm saying? Like that's no money spent. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think that we can still bring in 5 or 6 if we do look at the free agent market as well. And we're tactical.
Utilize it. Be smart with recruitment. Go get some players on a free, 110%, like you said. Look to go sign players like Dog. I think Dog's a good sign and more shrewd business like that. Also, look at the youth players. Use 1 or 2. Throw in a Collier here and there.
Yeah, but even then, I'm surprised the manager hasn't used more of them anyway. Everyone was talking about that Mantanto kid, and other players in the youth team saying that this manager was going to use the youth players, and he hasn't used any of them, bro.
Nah, I would use that Montaro. I'm playing him.
But he hasn't used any of them. No. Like, he literally just used Cheeto the other day because he's fed up with Rasmus, bro.
Yes.
That's about it. But he hasn't used none of the youth players. And if you got a free hit to go and lose games like he's been doing, at least try and blood some of the youngsters.
That's been my point. You have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Try it. And you might accidentally, hey, these lot might help us win a trophy or 2. And guess what? You didn't tell everyone, shut up, look what I did. And then we back in Europe, and then the confidence is, hey, you managed to do this. Crazy.
That's what I mean.
A complete side note, just seeing this ride, did Chris Eubank Jr., he slapped Chris, did he slapped
I'm gonna try and I'm gonna put it on now.
Yeah, he slapped Conor Ben. I'm just getting notifications.
Man said he got egged or something.
Yeah, I'm seeing there that he slapped him.
Yeah, bro, look at this. Hold on. Oh my days!
Oh shit!
Oh, he egged, man!
Slapped, man, you know.
Yo, blood, man saw the egg crash. Man crashed the egg on him, bro.
Did he crash the egg on him?
Bruv, he crashed the egg on him. Did you not see that, bro? You see when I was talking, bruv, you see after I was talking about Gordon Ramsay and scrambled eggs, and then my man brought an egg to the fight, blood. You know that back, fam. Hey, bruv, I need to find that link again, bro. I need to find that link. Hold on.
No way, I thought he just slapped him.
Brother, look at the egg yolk fly, blood. I swear down, cuzzy. Look at the egg yolk, fam. I swear down. This is what I'm saying, bro. And that's funny after man was talking about Gordon Ramsay, you know, the man egg.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Look at this. Man. Brother, you saw the egg yolk, cuz. Crash, you heard it.
Man,
that is mental, my brother. Flawless, bro. You saw the egg yolk flying, bro.
I see the egg yolk. That is crazy.
Yeah, he crashed the egg on man's head, bro. That is too funny.
That is mad, yo.
Bro.
That is mad.
But also, this is how I know Conor Ben's getting beat up, because it's like, bro, listen, if you're a fucking fighter, bruv, no reflexes whatsoever, like, you know them ones. You're in my man's face chatting shit. And this is what happens, like, you gotta understand. You see, like, when I tell you about these men that are bare mouthy, on the football pitch because they know it's not gonna go left.
Oh yeah, facts.
You're in front of a guy that's bigger than you, heavier than you, more experienced than you, a better boxer than you. Do you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you're talking bare spicy, because you feel like you're in a situation where nothing can happen to you. So your reflexes ain't even on, like, you're so relaxed. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you never thought that could happen. A man just crashed him with an egg, bro. Do you know how mad that is? Do you know how mad that is, bro? And after all of them things, bro, I can't lie, the sense of humor is madness,
Yeah, that's funny, man. Slapped the egg in his... Where did he have
slap man with the egg?
I'm trying to figure out where he smashed the egg.
I reckon one of his team, blood. If that was me, I would have had one of my team would have had the egg, and I would have just told him, yeah, pass me the egg, get it. You know them ones, because if he was sitting there with an egg, in his Louis jacket the whole time, I'm dying, you know. Because how could a man have an egg in his hand and you didn't see, blood? That's how I know you're oblivious.
Where did he get the egg from? Let's see. I'm trying to watch this. I'll find out.
You can't see it, blood. Like, he must have had that in his pocket. Man was rolling around with an egg in his pocket, bro. That could have hatched, blood. You know them way there, bro.
That could have broke.
Man just had the egg in his pocket, bro.
This is crazy.
But the whole time he was sitting down, and you know that Conor Ben,
He's seething now. He is absolutely going high.
And the thing is, Conor Benn, already, is someone that's got a short fuse anyway. But now, I'm telling you, bro, like his head's not going to be in the fight, bro. He's going to go in there and he's going to fight on pure motion and he's getting knocked out, bro. I think Chris Eubank knocks him out.
I think he wins. I thought Eubank won anyway just because of the weight.
Yeah, but I thought he was going to win anyway. But now, I'm saying he knocks him out. And I thought he knocks him out before this. But now seeing this, I see Conor Benn walking on to one of them uppercuts, bro.
And then he gets caught with it. Yeah, it's mad, yo. Villa just scored, by the way, but no, it's offside. It's offside.
Who Villa playing?
Villa playing Palace, but it's offside.
So Conor Benn, he's
that is mad.
He's in his mind
yo,
now.
Man, really. Oh yeah, I'm watching all this tonight. 100%. 100%.
Fucking no, mate. You know what I mean? Like Conor Benn's already like easily rattled. And even if there is a rehydration clause, it don't matter. Like Eubank makes 168 comfortably. Weight class is the fight at what, 160 or something? I think the fight might be at 160, but the rehydration clause is like £10 or something like that, or whatever, which ain't gonna be a problem.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm having a look here now.
Probably be at 160 because Conor Benn is small.
Yeah, he's at 147, so he's going up 2 weight classes.
Yeah. So it'll be at 160, and there'll be a rehydration clause, which will probably be like, maybe it might be a £5 rehydration clause or something. So he can't weigh in more than 165 or something. Or maybe
it's middleweight. Yeah, I'm looking there. 160 pounds with a rehydration clause set at 170 pounds for the same.
Okay, £10. Hey, no problem. £10 rehydration clause, no problem. So that means he'll come into the fight at 170.
Yo, man really slapped an egg off his face, yo.
Yeah,
that is mad, yo. He had it in his pocket, you know.
Yeah,
no one passed him. He had it in his pocket, yo.
Did it show him take it out of his pocket?
Nah, but I'm saying because I was looking at it again. Did no one pass him nothing?
But this is the wickedest thing, bro. Listen, if the fight is in 2 months, and he's got enough energy to slap man in the head, that means he ain't even started cutting weight yet, blood. He's all right. You know what I mean? All his faculties are there, bro. Do you know what I mean?
I need to see another angle, but I'm looking here like no one's close to him. Like Ben Shalom don't slip him the egg.
Yeah, bro, it's beautiful, bro. Like, no. Eubanks he's a legend for that. I can't lie. He's gonna have won some fans,
he pulls it out of his pocket, fam. He pulls it out of the pocket there at the front. He's at the right.
Oh, the front. Side. What in the front? So he puts his hand in the front, and Conor Benn doesn't see that.
Yeah, look, let me slow this down.
How does he put his hand in his front pocket and Conor Benn don't see that?
I'm gonna tell you 1 second.
Nah, bro.
Let me slow this down. I'm doing slow motion analysis with this. Hold on, He's having a look here. Let's see. So he's chatting to him. They're chatting. Yeah, because there's no one close to him. He leans forward. Yeah, he goes in the pocket in the front. He goes in the pocket in the front and slaps him.
Yo, this is crazy, bro.
He goes in the front, yo. He went in the front pocket, yo.
Yeah, bro, that's it. Ben got done with the eyes. Ben thought he was a tough guy. He was all leaning forward, giving it the big one and that, and got slapped in the head, bro. I love that, man.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, what an egg, after everything. After man failed the drugs test, and man was talking about eggs, and man got slapped.
I told him, yo, Conor Benn had the perfect time to become the perfect villain. He should have lent into the villain role. He should have lent into that villain role, man, and became a villain. Would have made so much, like should have come up with t-shirts. How'd you like your eggs in the morning? All that. Should have lent into the egg stuff, man.
Yeah.
Saying,
why was the press conference in Manchester though?
Was it money?
Oh, yeah, bro. And
it's early, and now they'll be doing a tour.
But this was the official press conference, though.
Was this the official one?
Yeah, this is the official one. Like,
I'm not sure.
You know what I mean? Like, Junior is from Brighton, and Conor Benn, I'm assuming, is from Essex. So
why would you not do it up them sides, like in London?
Yeah, like it's a weird one.
Yeah. Unless they're good, they're gonna do multiple though, even though this is the official one.
Yeah, that was crazy though. Man said egg on his face, What did Eubank tweet, guys?
Man slapped him, yo, man.
Because I know he's gonna tweet something cheeky, bro. Nah, bro, listen, Junior's a madman, but the thing is, I always knew he was on banter like this, bro. And now he's not with his dad no more, yeah? Like, you're seeing his personality more. Do you know what I'm saying? He's a funny guy, blood.
Man,
do you know what I'm saying?
him with the face, you know. I slapped him. Slapped him. Crazy work. Crazy work.
Nah, this is crazy, man.
Yeah, man. Really, he pulled it out the front pocket, yo. You know what I'm saying? So that could have just snapped.
But this is what I'm saying, bro.
Could have just broke it.
How did my man draw for an egg? That's how I know, yeah. This is how I know, yeah. Man's not from ends, bro. Because if you're from ends, yeah, and you've got beef with someone and you've rolled up on someone,
I ain't letting him get close to me.
Bro, I'm making sure I can see your hands at all times. You know them ones?
Yeah.
Like the fact that you couldn't see man's hands, yeah, it's like the radar's not going off, bro. Yeah. Like if I know that I've got beef with someone, I don't care what situation we're in, I need to be able to see your hands at all times because I need to be able to protect myself at all times. So I need to be able to see your hands. Do you know what I'm saying? The fact that he could grab the egg from the front pocket, it's not like it was a little side thing and it was
here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Exactly. It was right here on the front. It was lower down, like on the stomach, like where the pocket was.
Yeah, bro. Like you should be watching like man's hands.
Is where I've got mine, like the pocket there.
But you should be watching man's hands because in the ends, because in the ends, bro, you always watch man's hands because nobody man's going in a pouch to go get something. You know them, man.
I'll be aware.
Bro, that's a bruv. My man went in his pocket and got an egg, blood, and you didn't even see it. Man said he failed the test because of egg contamination, so he contaminated with an egg, blood. Yeah, and he did get contaminated with an egg. I hear it.
Yeah, my God. Yeah, you know what? This build-up gonna be good. Hopefully they're doing a 24/7 type on this. We need a 24/7 like all access. Hey, chat,
yeah, bro. Doing one? Them man are dying, yeah. They're dying if they don't do like that because who does the 24/7 again? What
24/7 was HBO, but then all access was Showtime. But I remember when Eubank fought Liam Smith the second time, they did their version of that. I can't remember who did it though, but they did a version of it.
We need to
hopefully they do. Yeah, they do. The chat probably know.
We need to see that still. Do you know what I'm saying? Because this is the fight that you need it for. This is the fight that you need it for because the build-up is going to be sensational for this.
Wow, Eddie Hearn shoved Ben Shalom. Hey, loves that, man. Shout out Eddie Hearn, man.
Ben Shalom, bro. You know them ones. I know he hates it. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Eddie Hearn, man.
You know what I mean? And Eddie Hearn's been doing his men's health thing and all of that now. Eddie Hearn's been in the gym, you get me? And Ben Shalom's just a bit of a nerd, bro.
Yeah, and Eddie Hearn, he's like 6 foot plus as well. He's like 6
foot. Exactly. Yeah, he's tall, bruv. Do you know what I mean? He probably said, get out of the way, you little knobhead. You know them ones? Because Eddie Hearn hates him, blood. Let's watch this, bro.
Yo, I loved it. Let's go.
He hates him, bruv. I swear down.
Let's see, yo.
Hey, your hands, bruv. Hey, yo, Eddie Hearn, bro. He just little man him as well. Nah, you're kidding me. Hey, Eddie Hearn's a madman, you know.
Yo, man,
look at his face as well.
He was like,
right, nah. You look like he was ready for a dust up, you know. Eddie Hearn was like, yeah, nah, bro. You seen his face, bro. He's done him. Nah, they hate Ben Shalom, bro. You know them.
Yeah, they can't stand him. They can't
just come out of nowhere, like. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And he's just mad irrelevant in the grand scheme of boxing. Like, man, like the boxer cards are always the deadest cards. Like, do
you know? Just get over to the zone, man. I mean, yeah, just get over to the zone and go work with the Sheikh, man. In Saudi.
Funny, bro.
Yeah, that is yo, man slapped the egg. Promoters pressing promoters is all crazy. It's all crazy.
Mental. That's absolutely mental, man. Fucking hell, man. But yo, big up everyone inside. Let's get these lights up. What's your evening saying anyway, Flawless, man? What you got coming up, guys? Make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV. The link is in the title as usual, man. And let's get these lights up. 500 likes was the target, bro. What you got coming up, bro?
Run up the likes, man. Big up. And AW, that's a crazy comment. I just seen that.
Yeah, I seen it as well, man. Hey, bro, this is crazy.
Crazy. All because of one tweet, like we all did, like Trish Stratus back in the day. But that's a whole different conversation. Anyway, big up for having me as always. Rants, much appreciated. Make sure you lot subscribe to the YouTube channel. Got coming up tonight 11:30 p.m. United City show, so I'll be with my guy VIVELL talking about the downfall of Manchester City, which is great to see. I'm gonna do the second half of Palace Villa and Crystal Palace Southampton over on the playback, man. Get over to the Sarcasm City TV playback, and then NBA as well. Not only am I doing the Suns Grizzlies.
Oh, it's Mavs Lakers today,
Mavs Lakers tonight as well. So I'm doing both those games, people. Suns Grizzlies, Mavericks Lakers. Suns Grizzlies, I believe 1 a.m. UK time. Lakers Mavs is 3 a.m. So please go follow the Sarcasm City TV playback. Subscribe to the YouTube, which is also Sarcasm City TV. Again, Rants, blessed for having me. Appreciate it.
Come on, G. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, you lot run it up, man. And yeah, Luka's starting to get warm as well now. So tonight's game should be serious.
It's gonna be good. Shame it's not in Dallas. That's what I would really like, but we move.
Yeah, trust me. So yeah, man. Big up everyone inside. Run up the likes, and yeah, man's gonna see you guys in a bit.
Blessings.